Hello everyone, my name is Tyler and it is the Monday video of the year, even though it should be the Friday video of the year. I know, I'm sorry, I will get to that in a minute. First and foremost, I am gonna start with the thing I love of the week, yay! So the thing I love of the week this week is obviously The Fault in Our Stars. I was laughing, I was crying, I was emotionally invested in the characters from the very first chapter to the very end. I absolutely loved it and I couldn't put it down. John Green, if you're watching, thank you so much for this book. Thank you for the characters, thank you for the lessons, thank you for the questions that you made me ask myself about life and death and destiny and legacy and love, and I really appreciate what you gave me, so thank you. And side note, as I was reading this book, I was on my way back from a business trip in LA. I was on my way back to San Francisco, so I had an hour flight, and so I was reading this book, and I was getting a little bit emotional, which is normal, and so I was crying, and the woman next to me kept, like, giving me this look, and I was like, bitch, you know what? I'm allowed to have emotions, okay? So back the fuck down, okay? And then I got off the flight, and I went to the bathroom, and then I looked in the mirror as I was washing my hands, and I had blood literally all over my neck and my chin, and I was like, what the fuck? And it was because I had picked a scab while I was reading, apparently, and then I had touched my face everywhere, so I had tears, and I had blood. I probably looked like a fucking crazy person on the flight, so yeah. Which leads me to the thing I hate of the week, oh my god! So the thing I hate of the week this week is the fact that I did not follow my intentions of making a video every single Friday, and that is because I was gone, and I know that's not a good excuse, but I was gone in LA for a business trip, and I was working really long hour days, waking up at 6 a.m., going to bed at like midnight, and so I was just working continually, and I had absolutely no time for anything other than work. And honestly, if I could recommend anything in the world to you, it is to get a job that you love, because it absolutely doesn't feel like work no matter how many hours you work in a day. I was having so much fun. But yes, as a little preview as to what I was up to, I was hanging out with a 7-foot tall drag queen who was amazing and hilarious, and we were discussing why I have never done drag, and she was like, oh, you should do drag, and I was like, oh, you should make videos. And she's like, oh, I don't know what I would make videos about, and I was like, well, I don't know what my name would be if I were a drag queen. And she was like, honey, all you gotta do is your first name is your first pet's name, and your last name is your street name that you grew up on, and I was like, okay. That would make me Snuffleupagus Blue Lane, or Snuffy Blue Lane for short, which I would say is a pretty good drag name, to be honest. So my question this week, I asked you guys on Twitter and Tumblr and Facebook, what is your drag name if you were to follow those rules? And here are some of your drag names. You guys have some amazing drag names. I am actually pretty impressed. Oh my goodness gracious. So yes, that is my question this week. Comment below, what is your hypothetical drag name? Take your first pet's name and combine it with your first street name that you lived on. Bam. That's your drag name. Snuffy Blue Lane, what is yours? Comment below. I'm gonna pick some of my favorite ones and put them at the end of my video next week. But yes, that is all I have for you guys this week. I will leave you now with some of my favorite comments from last week, where I asked you guys, what are some of your irrational fears? Because if you don't remember, I am terrified of the mouse that still runs rampant around my apartment right now. It lives, it walks among me. But yes, that is all I have for you guys this week, and until this upcoming Friday, have a good life. And although I could not uphold my promise of making a video this past Friday, to say that I'm sorry, I am going to be answering every single question and comment posted on my Facebook fan page. The link will be below. I'm going to be answering every single one until my next video. Have a good life.